It's the Treehouse.
In the previous episode of the Treehouse, there was a murder. And I'm not sure if everyone truly witnessed it. So let's go back, shall we? To the other day, the previous episode of the Treehouse, where we were discussing the eclipse that is going to happen on Monday. And we were talking about WFAA meteorologist Mariel Ruiz talking to everyone like we're children, explaining how eclipses work. And then this happened. She's doing this because most people don't understand this stuff and they need to be spoken to like they're 7 years old. So this is actually, I think, a good thing so everyone can understand what's going to happen.
Of course, the married man says that.
And that's when I died. I know it seems odd to have to report your own murder, but that's what happened. I felt it. And then as I'm editing the show and post-production, I got to witness my own murder. And that's when I realized that it must be reported. So not only was there a murder inside the treehouse on our previous episode, but there's also a 911 call reporting it.
House 911, what's your emergency?
Hi, I'd like to report a murder.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
I know.
Why would you say you like to report a murder? Are you some sort of sicko?
Wait, what?
I'd like to report a murder. Who says that? Is that what you mean, or do you need to report a murder?
Okay, I guess I need to report a murder.
Okay, good. That's more like it. Now that I know what you mean, where are you right now?
In my treehouse.
Is the victim there too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, is the victim male or female?
Please don't ask me political questions.
Oh, right. Sorry. We're all still adjusting in here. Is it one victim or multiple?
Just one.
And you're sure it's dead? Did you check for a pulse?
Oh, he's dead.
Okay, I'm sending emergency services to your location. Did you see the murder?
I did. It was brutal.
Can you tell me what happened?
Well, my friends and I were having a conversation about the eclipse, and my friend Trey said something really mean to me about being married. And it was so mean, it killed me.
Wait, it killed you?
Yes, I saw my soul leave my body.
Sir, that's not possible. You're not dead. You're on the phone with me. You must be disoriented from the attack. Did he shoot?
I always forget to mention this. When we receive these 911 calls from dispatch, we'll call it, they always make sure to disguise the voice of the person calling 911 to protect their anonymity.
Wait, it killed you?
Yes, I saw my soul leave my body.
Sir, that's not possible. You're not dead. You're on the phone with me. You must be disoriented from the attack. Did he shoot you?
No.
Did he stab you?
No.
Did he strangle you?
No.
Did he rip your still beating heart from your chest with his bare hands like I'm gonna do if you don't start making some goddamn sense?
Emotionally? Yes.
Okay, so you're emotionally dead, but physically alive.
Yeah, you got it.
You fucking people. You can't call 911 because your friend hurt your feelings.
But it really hurt.
This line is for real emergencies. If you want emotional support, get a chihuahua.
I've got one.
Well, I feel bad for that bitch. I've got to go.
Wait, no. You have to help me. The murderer is still here.
The man that emotionally killed you is in the treehouse with you?
Yes.
Put him on the phone, please.
Okay, here you go. Trey, phone.
Hi, I'd like to report a murder, please.
It's very serious. I don't know why you're all laughing.
I'm sorry, because I deal with tragedy in humor.
As do we all. As do we all.
That was a tough call to make. I'm sure.
But it's important that it gets made. These are not victimless crimes.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
Did you guys see the other day? I posted it from our at Treehouse on Air account on Facebook and Instagram. The man in Oregon who almost got cut in half by a runaway saw blade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Woo! That has stayed with me. And that's just me seeing the story and following it. I can't imagine being Shane Rimke, the man who was followed by the runaway saw blade, trying to imagine what must have been going through his mind afterwards, because it actually happened to him. And I think I've watched the video of him walking into the into the convenience store, beer store, liquor store, or whatever, 30 times. And I've counted. As soon as he gets both feet in the store, it's 3 seconds. 3 seconds when that runaway concrete saw blade barrels into the storefront.
Wow. That is wild.
Yeah, my first question was, certainly somebody from OSHA has got to look at that and go, might need to pay them a visit, because
I hope that's what the memo says when they give notice to the company. It's just from OSHA, letterhead, body, and the emoji, like just looking with a little monocle. It's like,
little saw blade just jumping across.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Boeing, I believe is where it
And in other news, Boeing, for some reason, started attaching concrete saws to their planes.
Doors, concrete saws, whatever. Just as long as it sticks.
Yeah, let's watch this together again, shall we? This is from KEZI Channel 9 in Oregon, I believe. So this is the responding reporting team checking in and telling the story about the runaway saw blade and Shane Rimke in Oregon.
Shane Rimke is still shaking just thinking about how he narrowly escaped death on Thursday
he walked
after
into
a
the door.
4-foot concrete saw blade came flying from a nearby construction site, slamming into the wall of this liquor store just seconds after Rimke had just walked in.
So I was walking into the store here, I put my handle on the door, and I heard a loud bang and yelling over here at the corner. Just as a cloud of smoke pops up, and I see a guy fall into the ditch, and a 4-foot blade hurling at me as I'm walking through the doorway.
A traffic contractor who witnessed the incident says a loose bolt and possible operator error may have caused the giant saw blade to come loose and spin away at high speeds straight for the liquor store.
Oh my God, I tears all night. It was terrifying. I was shaking in the store. It took me a little bit before I could talk.
Store owner Amit.
What is it, Raj?
Does anybody want to call out that he's just hammered?
Wouldn't you be?
I think I would. It would be one of those things where I just start drinking and buying lottery tickets, or I start going to church because somebody tried to send me a message.
But you're already at the liquor store.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's got to be
he was walking into a church.
Yeah, it's got to be a certain number of feet from the church, so you can't if you're already there.
Not in every city, not in every municipality. Some places don't care. In some places, you can have the church inside the liquor store.
Yeah, that'd be called Houston.
Yep, exactly.
Or Louisiana.
Yeah.
In Shane Rimke's case, when you go into the liquor store and the 4-foot concrete saw blade damn near follows you in.
Yeah.
And you survive, not only do you start drinking right then and there, but you also buy a Powerball ticket, and then you hope that they sell pants that you can put that Powerball ticket into, because there's no way those things would have been clean after that saw blade came after him.
I don't know. I'm polite. I might have held the door open for it. Like you first, saw blade. I don't know how it works. I mean, he had the time. If you think about it, it was less than 3 seconds. So if he would have just waited, he could just held the door open. But yeah, that if you walk into the liquor store from then on, you should get free something. Like, they should give you a free bottle of something. Nothing great. Like, he doesn't look like he's going high end on his booze, but maybe something like a well vodka or whatever that guy drinks.
You know what? I don't know if they mentioned the time of day. Let me back this up a little bit. I'm curious to see if they mention what time of day that this happened.
Yeah.
This is the reporter from KEZI9.
Right here, just inches from the door, seconds after somebody had just walked in.
I mean, obviously it wasn't my time, but it's probably the closest I've ever experienced it.
Shane Remke is still shaking just thinking about how he narrowly escaped death on Thursday after a 4-foot concrete saw blade came flying from a nearby construction site, slamming into the wall of this liquor store.
You know what's also amazing about this is all the things that had to line up for this saw blade to make it to that store. Because you see, it managed to go in between two parking spot curbs and pop the actual curb of the store and then slam in just a few inches to the right of the actual glass door.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, if you look, I mean, there's a lot of things that have to happen that at that moment, like everything leading up to that moment, like the saw being in the same location, like him losing his job or his wife leaving him, whatever it took for him to be going into the store at lunch for liquor, like all of those things. Like, had he had a job, he wouldn't have been there that day. But apparently, Shane, as he is, was let go. And
you know what? For all we know, Shane has a job. It's just that it's so stressful. He needs to blow off a little steam at lunch.
Or he works at the vape shop next door.
So
actually, in the video here, you can see it's a floral shop next door. But maybe next to that is the vape shop that he works at. Yeah.
Can we pan out to see the floral store's emblem? Is it just a big weed leaf? Is that what we're looking at?
Well, the sign that I can see, it does say Rhythm and Blooms.
Oh yeah, that's a head shop. That's what that is. I mean, sure, you can buy flowers, but you can also probably buy a dando.
Seconds after Remke had just walked in.
So I was walking into the store here, I put my handle on the door, and I heard a loud bang and yelling over here at the corner.
You know what? You're right, Raj. Not only does he sound drunk, he sounds a little high.
Yes. Keep going, because there's one part where I don't understand anything he says.
And I heard a loud bang and yelling over here at the corner. Just as a cloud of smoke pops up, and I see a guy fall into the ditch, and a 4-foot blade hurling at me as I'm walking through the doorway.
A traffic contractor who witnessed the incident says a loose bolt and possible operator error may have caused the giant saw blade to come loose and spin away at high speeds straight for the liquor store.
They have.
Oh my God, I tears all night. Like, yeah, it was tetrifying. I was shaking in the store.
What's that, Raj?
Did he say tetrifying?
Yes, that's.
All right, hang on. Let me see.
Straight for the liquor store.
Oh my God, I tears all night. Like, yeah, it was tetrifying.
You're right. He did say tetrifying.
It was tetrifying. That's a combination of petrifying and terrifying.
I think that's how that 13-year-old kid felt when he beat Tetris. He said, "I tetrified." This is my spirit animal, Shane.
Can we stop 1 second and just look at his t-shirt or sweatshirt?
It looks to be a lion with a crown with some type of a halo or sun over it, and the lion seems to be holding
a bottle.
A bottle?
Is it a bottle?
Yes.
I think it's a record with a heart in the middle.
I think it's a bottle.
I think it looks like a bottle of vodka. On the
yeah,
back,
maybe you're right. Maybe that is a record. All right.
Yeah,
he owns the Last Sound warehouse.
Are you ready for the eclipse, gentlemen? Are you eclipse ready? Are you ready for totality?
I don't know if you guys have seen, but the price of tickets from Austin to Dallas on Southwest are now $1,000 on the eclipse day.
I have not seen that. I thought you were about to say that someone was selling tickets to the eclipse, and
that would be Donald Trump. He's gonna sell tickets to the eclipse.
They're the best seats, the best eclipse. Yeah,
It's the most amazing eclipse ever.
the Trump eclipse. I like that, and people would buy it.
The Trump
honestly, I'd probably buy it. That way, I'd have some place to wear my my Trump Air Ones.
Yeah, but if you think about it, he's actually probably the last person who wants the orange to go away.
Wow. That there.
Did you? I mean, you guys remember the last eclipse where he looked up at the sun?
He wasn't the only one. We've all done it.
No, yeah, when we were 8, not when we were the commander of the free world.
It's like anything though. When anyone tells you not to do something, you do the thing. Yeah.
Nobody told him.
How much do you want to bet?
Talk to any of them?
Because like this is one of the biggest eclipses we've seen in our lifetime. And there are so many bars and places doing eclipse watching parties. Wait for the lawsuit. Wait for the lawsuits for the places that didn't properly warn the idiots don't stare at the sun during an eclipse.
This is where I'd like to introduce you to WFAA meteorologist Mariel Ruiz to explain, to explain to all of us.
Wait, can I ask you a question? Dan, have either one of y'all heard her before?
This is my first time.
No,
Raj,
I don't watch local news, so I'm good.
She has the most cringy way of the way she talks about stuff. So I imagine this is going to be very cringy.
I'm going to break it down for you. This is what an eclipse is, at least a solar eclipse. Simply put, it's whenever the moon positions itself between the earth and the sun. Okay. And when this happens, it's going to cast a big shadow across the continental United States. Everyone in the States will see at least a partial eclipse.
So is this what you're talking about, Trey?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's really
this isn't even as grating as I've seen her, but yes, it's almost patronizing. And
it is patronizing,
but it needs to be. That's the thing. She's doing this because most people don't understand this stuff, and they need to be spoken to like they're 7 years old. So this is actually, I think, a good thing, so everyone can understand what's going to happen.
Of course, the married man says that.
How dare you, sir?
We can just exit out of this show now. I know we're only 8 minutes in, but that was great.
But this path here that I've drawn out, that's totality, meaning the sun will be completely blocked by the moon. I'm going to zoom in here to North Texas. Here's where the total eclipse path will be, meaning areas in Fort Worth, Dallas, anywhere over towards Kaufman County will be in the total eclipse. That white line that you see there, that's the center of the shadow.
Yeah, that's not just the penile vein.
If you are outside of this yellow line, that means you'll witness a partial eclipse. And I've broken it down even more. The total solar eclipse time and totality, so time that the sun will be completely covered.
At this point, Trey, I can hear it. I'm just waiting for her to say, can all you kids say it with me? Totality. And then all together, we all repeat, totality. Yeah. And that's good. And then she goes back to explaining.
God.
In minutes. The closer you are to the center line, the closer you'll be to 4.5 minutes of darkness. I've broken it down even more. We'll notice totality between 1:40 in the afternoon to 1:44 in the afternoon. So 4 minutes, about, give or take, a minute.
You can't give or take a minute when you're dealing in minutes.
Yes. Other people would just say between 3 and 5 minutes.
It's 4 minutes, give or take 2 minutes. No, that doesn't work.
Clearly, you're not 100% on that totality thing. Here's the other thing. I keep looking at her. She's taking on a little bit of like a LaToya Jackson look.
Oh, I was wondering who it was. Good call. Okay. I was like, who does she remind me of?
Interesting.
LaToya's good. All right. It could be LaToya Jackson.
Could be Michael. I was trying to be nice.
He's doing He's doing weather now.
Hey Dan, where in your show prep notes did you get to this point?
Oh. Rampant misogyny? No, I don't write that down. No. When I have a pair of Fabios on the show with me talking about LaToya doing weather on Channel 8, then yeah, no, I don't write that stuff down.
In Trey's defense, he did say Michael at one point.
Has anyone seen Tito? Like, is that maybe?
Yeah, he works at a Wiener Schnitzel in Sherman Oaks. So that's where Tito and Randy are right now.
Jermaine's delivering for Grubhub.
You almost got a spit take. You almost got a spit take out of me.
Look, we need to thank stopping short of insulting meteorologist Muriel Ruiz from Channel 8. We need to thank her for her very simple explanation on the eclipse, so all of us idiots can understand, give or take a minute, what's going to happen. I would like Muriel Ruiz to explain other things to us now. Like let's not stop short. You know, let's keep this thing going. I can't wait to see what else she could teach me about.
Do you have more examples?
No, this is the only one I have of actual examples. I'm just saying, it's like, I'd be curious to have her explain the Electoral College.
That was nicely placed. I like it. I like your stuff. Well done.
I got my moments.
Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.